Hi. So today, somebody called me a slut, and I'm so salty about it. I'm gonna bitch to the world. Really though. Well, I guess they called me a hoe, and it was 2 days ago, but we just gonna pretend. So 2 days ago, I wore this outfit that most, and I guess myself, would call skimpy. It was a skin-tight sweater dress type of thing, and I was wearing this is my trying to remember what fishnet stockings are called. And I wore my wedges, and if you don't know what wedges are, Google them because they're really cute. And that was the outfit I wore that day. And I also wore my link hat. Have you seen my link hat? If you haven't seen my link hat, you're going to die. If your parents loved you and bought you Nintendo when you were a little kid. Don't you just want to kill yourself? I love it so much, and I couldn't live without it. Anyway, for the most part, nobody really said anything to me because, well, nobody really talks to me since I'm pretty unliked at school. When I was walking to class once, teacher came up to me and she said, "Oh my, Christine." My name's not even Christine. First you take out all your piercings, and now you're dressing like a real woman. Oh, how time is gone. And I'm just like, yeah, real woman? I see where you've been for the past 40 years. And that was kind of the only encounter I had about my outfit. But there were a couple times when I heard people talking about me. Like, as I was walking down the hall onto my class, there was a couple who I overheard talking. The conversation kind of went like, "Hey yo, why don't you never just sex like that bitch? 'Cause I ain't no hoe." And I kind of just walked past and I didn't say anything about it because I don't care for conflict, and I don't care if people choose to project their own insecurities onto me because, I do the same thing, so don't want to be a hypocrite. And there's this other instance. There's this guy who I'm pretty sure has a thing for me. Well, I hope he has a thing because I think he's cute. And I didn't hear the whole conversation, but I overheard him talking about the way I looked today, and I heard his friend say something about being super slutty. For the most part, I don't really care, but it just kind of made me think, why is being a sexual deviant such a bad thing? My religion teaches to indulge in your sexual desires because they're your wants, and why would you deny yourself something that you want? You look at abstinent religions, and they revere themselves so high because they're able to say no to what they want, but these are like natural carnal desires, and denying them is only denying yourself. Like, if I want to blow 40 guys, how's that gonna affect anybody but my jaw? If there's a girl who sleeps with 8 guys in the course of 5 days, how is that going to affect me? Like, how is that causing me harm? How is that making my life worse? People who don't give in to their sexual desires whenever they appear, they hold themselves so high. Like, they revere themselves as the greatest, highest moral standard. And it's like, are you kidding me? Do you really think they are better than everybody else just because you choose to not have sex with people? If you think of yourself so high and mighty, then why do you have to look down on other people? All of these negative judgments you're throwing into other people's faces, that's a defense that people use in order to make themselves feel better about their own decisions. Some people could be watching this. Well, only like 3 people watch anyway, and they're only my friends, only because I make them watch it because I'm lonely, nobody likes me. Anyway, some people may be watching this and they may think, "Oh, she's probably a huge slut, that's why she's defending other sluts." And really, I'm not very sexually active at all. I just find it so morally repulsive that other people decide to slander a person just because they're indulging in their desires. And like I've said before, not having sex doesn't make you a better person. It means that you choose to have more control over it. It means that you don't want to succumb to what you want. This is how you can tell I just freeball, because none of my sentences ever make sense. And this is just going to be a very repetitive video because it's such a basic concept to let people do what they want. And like I've said so many times already, how is it going to affect you if somebody decides to sleep with somebody else? There is really no way that that is going to ruin your life. I almost feel stupid making this video Because it's just such a basic standing. I mean, how hard is it to let people alone? I just think it's so disgusting seeing all these people slut shaming or posting statuses on Facebook talking about whores and how they should die and how people should kill them. And it's like, dude, are you freaking kidding me? Look at deathcore. Like, deathcore, they kind of live off of killing whores. I mean, if you read any, okay, go like read like any Chelsea Grin lyric, every single lyric is about killing some stupid whore. And it's like, dude, are you kidding me? You guys are so pathetic. Instead of worrying about what other people do with themselves, why not worry about your own life? Why not try and think about your own future, not theirs? Because, I mean, that's their life. They should be able to do what they want. And as long as they're not hurting anybody else or breaking any laws or harming themselves in some sort of way, I mean, I don't see why you should get involved with that. I don't see why your voice really needs to be heard by them. I'm all for sharing your opinions because I'm always telling people what I think, even though they don't ask, which is very obnoxious, which you need to stop. But if it's not constructive, then I don't see a point in it. Saying somebody should get killed because they're a whore, saying that they're an awful person, I mean, how is that helping anybody? And how is that letting anybody be free? I mean, I'm sure that what I'm saying isn't going to change what you think about sluts and whores. Like, I don't even like using those words because I don't really believe that people should be called sluts and whores because, I mean, to a degree, all of us are. I mean, we all have the same thoughts. Some of us just choose to act on them more so than others. There's really not a huge difference. I don't know. People, I mean, people can think what they want about other people. I just think that it's fucking retarded. My hair. Ugh, this is a frustrating video. Like, I just think it's so disgusting seeing all these, like, I have a bruise. Like I've said before already so many times, how does it affect you if somebody sleeps around? Life went dark on me. And... Ugh. Fuck hair flips, it's all about hat flips. Get on my level. Oh yeah, I remember I got this shirt back in the 8th grade. It says, "You were hotter on the internet," which is very accurate for my life. And, like, you know, they have these two giant pandas that just encompass my boobage. And I remember I was walking to PE once, and there was a little 6th grader, and as he was walking up the stairs and I was walking down, he looked at my shirt, and he looked at me, and he looked at my shirt again, and he had this giant smile on his face, and he said, "I like pandas," and I didn't really understand at that point, and I was like, okay, this kid digs Asians, that's cool. But then, in the locker room, when I was looking in the mirror, I realized, holy shit, that perverted little prick!